Okay, so we got fake car channels are ruining YouTube from speed. Okay, so I gotta see this. What is there? What is there then that can be taken as true? Perhaps only this one thing that nothing at all is certain.
Now, I'm sure you've probably seen an increase in the amount of AI generated art and videos
Oh yeah, that was like the Studio Ghibli thing,
on Instagram
and then you got
and TikTok.
all of these filters. The Pixar filter, or not? I don't know. I don't think it's a filter. It's just like an AI thing. Just did the same thing as Studio Ghibli.
It's been around
Oh yeah, and that guy.
AI generated art and videos on Instagram and TikTok.
Oh yeah, I forgot. What is this? Who's this dude? Uh oh, Cop. Yeah, that's crazy that he's actually following through with that. Yeah, this thing is like entirely AI right here. This image, and he because I don't really know him. I just saw like a couple videos of him stating that, guys, I'm taking a step away from YouTube, but I'm still gonna make content or whatever. But I guess he I with that little spiel of like back to back stuff, I guess he has taken it a step further than, what was that lady's name? Sniper Wolf, SS Sniper Wolf, because I think she, at least whenever she was like doing React content, she at least like watched the stuff but gave like half-ass reactions, like, oh wow, that's crazy, I don't know, oh my god, whoa, wow, that's crazy, oh I can't believe it, that's like some dog shit. But like, this is like a step lower. This is an actual race to the bottom. Of this dude is probably just made like an AI, and he's just letting the AI run rampant. Yeah, I'm chill, bro. I'm almost there. In fact, I can already see you.
It's been around for a while, but I feel like things really kicked off
And the whole Ouroboros thing of AI eating itself back there, that's funny.
with Will Smith eating spaghetti.
Yes, this is how it started. started. This is how it started, dude. I remember.
And then there was the dripped out Pope.
Yep. Drip Pope. And then we had the Balenciaga era of where they started to add like a little bit of head movement. And then we had like the what was it? The jacked Harry Potter series where there was like a Harry Squatter. It's like everybody at Hogwarts started to lift and shit. And then with the AI voices were really good too.
And then there were things like the Balenciaga Harry Potter.
What is the
Yeah, you know.
difference, Potter, between H&M and Balenciaga?
Bro, that shit went hard, dude. It's so good.
Which I actually think is pretty funny and cool. And then there was the AI Drake Weekend song.
I used AI to make a Drake song featuring The Weeknd. Okay, I didn't know about this.
Point is, AI is here for better or worse. But like most people, I got really upset.
Well, this is how these people are using AI in terms of like media creation or whatever. People have been using AI for like many years now, but in terms of like a business, a lot of the times, what was it? I watched that one video where it was like, if you're a landlord and you own like if you own like a couple properties or whatever, or you own, let's say, like one big apartment building, in order to figure out like what you're supposed to charge in order to have like a 10% occupancy thing. Like if you got like a big ass building, you're just trying to rent to everybody, I mean, great, yeah. But the maintenance cost only requires you that like you only need to fill about like 10% of the building. So what you do is like you what was it? You hire like some company, and that company is like an AI company, and they specialize in like pricing. And what they did was, what was it? They went around and did all the footwork to try to figure out like pricing for like if your apartment complex is this size and it has this amenities, you charge this much on this floor and yada yada yada. And what ended up happening is that like it jacked all the prices up for what do you call it, the apartments, and it made it so that it just became so expensive. I forgot what city state that happened in, and that's still going on.
Set when it started affecting me. We started seeing things like this in our
First look, Ferrari F80 1200 horsepower four-wheel drive La Ferrari.
YouTube suggested sidebar. Videos of AI generated renders
Yeah, I mean, that looks sick though.
of cars.
Welcome back, car lovers. At its core, the Ferrari F80 is designed to be
So this is obviously gonna be able to like fool like regular people that have no idea what AI is or does or anything like that. Look at like Google Maps or whatever the fuck that is. The AC is like this. What is this? What's up with the pedals? Why is there a pedal over there? In snake skin or croc skin, I don't know. What is this? The little the gear shifters or like the little finger ones. Oh my god, what is this?
an automotive masterpiece with an emphasis on delivering a superior driving experience. Its aggressive front fascia is complemented by narrow LED headlights and large air.
We knew that there was something interesting about this. So Jesse started looking into it to make a funny little video about it. But we didn't realize what we were getting ourselves into. Jesse is usually pretty chill about stuff, and I'm the dramatic one. It's kind of why our dynamic works. So you can imagine my concern when I walked into Redpath's garage one day, and Jesse had a look in his eyes. I said, "How's the AI video going?" And Jesse just said, "It's crazy, dude." I said, "What are you talking about?" He said, "Sit down."
Okay, so this is funny to me because stuff like this doesn't, like, it kind of does, but kind of doesn't. Like, the AI cars don't really hit my, like, YouTube feed. The stuff that is AI is usually comes in the form of, like, either songs or, like, look at this Harry Potter. It's done in, like, a country hillbilly style. Like, this movie series in a different style. What was it? The dark fantasy version of Berserk, the dark fantasy version of Marvel, the dark fantasy version of Dragon Ball, or whatever.
I said, "Whoa, dude, are we f***ed?" He was like, "I don't know, man." I'm like, "Dude, I didn't think the answer was going to be yes for sure." He's like, "I don't know what we're going to do." As of today, there are still some funny aspects of it. So before.
And then, like, right now, like, whenever the video comes out, recently, there's, like, on Twitter, the Lil series, and it's simply just baby versions of adult interactions that have been just happening. Like, you know, the Catch Me Outside girl on Dr. Phil. How the image goes, or it's like a video, is like there's a literal, just a baby there, it like as Dr. Phil, and it's like a bald baby, and it's got like a little bit of hair right there, and it's like got the mouth flaps and all the movement, but it's Dr. Phil's voice. And then it cuts to the other baby that's the Catch Me Outside girl, and it kind of looks like her, but not really. It's a baby, and it's her voice, and it's just that, hey guys, remember that conversation? And it's just babies talking. Oh my god.
Before we get too deep, Jesse had me sit down to watch some of these videos and get my reactions.
Did you guys know that Ford is re-releasing the Model T for 2025?
No.
Neither did I, but but it must be true because they're
What the fuck? First look at the 2025 Model T pickup, a game changer in trucks. Car information. Model 2T. Oh, that's funny. They probably should have done like Model T squared or something.
there are like 5,000 videos about it.
Wow.
Let's click one.
But it's crazy because it actually looks like it could exist, kind of.
And just see what the deal is here.
The 2025 Ford Model T, a legendary comeback.
Welcome back to Car Vibes, where we bring you the latest in automotive innovation. Today we're diving into the 2025 Ford Model T, a vehicle that bridges history and modernity in a way we've never...
Okay, first off,
History and modernity. Ah, that's just such a weird word.
it's literally a fucking Ford Model A. And it's not any sort of modern
Okay, I didn't even know what that was.
update. It's just renders of the wrong car.
It pays homage to the original Model T with its classic silhouette, but every detail
What is up with that axle? There's no springs on this.
is refined for the modern era. It's a perfect blend of nostalgia and cutting-edge technology. Under the hood, or should we say...
This bot just got caught up in its thoughts and was like,
Yeah.
That's scary.
say under the floor.
Wait. What?
It's pretty good.
It's
like,
really good.
It's scary.
Yeah, like if you didn't know AI was a thing, this could fool like a lot of people.
It's really scary. How did it know how to laugh? Right there. Like, that's really creepy. Model A is a sedan. This is a coupe, which is right for a Model T. However, the cab design doesn't look right for a Model T. Probably because it's AI. You completely lost me at electric. Yeah, man. It's a fake car, dog.
All right, Car Vibes. Let's see what else they got for us.
2025 Ford Model T is back. Game changer. 2025 Ford Model T, a legendary classic reimagined. 2025 Ford Model T is back. A classic reborn with modern tech. What is this? Like, how is this allowed, dude? There's a lot of...
Dang, that's great. But like, is it really ruining YouTube? Because it doesn't look like a lot of these videos are getting like a lot of views. I mean, they're cranking out like a couple a day, it seems, but like,
videos, they're all the same. They have like 49 views, 195 views, 66 views, 47 views.
And I'm
Yeah.
going to point out that all of these on screen right now came out in the last 2 weeks.
Okay. Last 2 weeks. I mean, it seems like what they're cranking out like 2 to 4 a day or something.
Yes. All right, what the hell is going on? Jesse started out by creating a list.
I imagine this is like an issue with like every industry. I don't think this is like unique to cars though, because I've seen this plenty with like movies.
Of all these channels, copying their URLs into a spreadsheet just so we could try and wrap our heads around this thing. And
Oh shit. This is actually crazy. AI car channels, and you're up to 58. Car Motor, MKA, Car Collection, Car Vibe Studio, Bike Blasters, Bro, Auto Drive, Rev Zone, Car Sphere, Bikes Focus. Bro, imagine all of this is like from one person doing all this shit.
turns out they didn't end. We tracked 100 channels before we gave up, totaling over 33,000 videos. But
Bro, that's AI. That's AI slop right there. That is how you brute force.
honestly, it just kept going. Most of these channels and the videos don't get that many views, but some of them hit.
Yep. It's the same logic of, what do you call it? Of pickup artist mindset. Just go through hundreds of thousands of women. Eventually you will get a bite. You just gotta tread through the weeds first, brother.
It doesn't matter that only some of them get views. It works because making this stuff is easier than ever before.
Imagine all the Google YouTube accounts, dude. Just all the channels having to keep up with that. Holy.
By a fucking mile. As a test, it took Jesse 10 minutes to make this.
Introducing the VW Alpha Turbo, where 90s heritage meets unhinged performance. Born from the DNA of the Mark III Golf, engineered with the soul of a supercar.
The little, whatever you call this, is just warping as it turns.
Pretty sweet, huh?
Yeah.
Like, obviously, that's not good, but it didn't.
Like, you gotta look close, though. Like, it misses the details that normal people would probably miss because they're what's that thing that your mind does where if it can't tell something real quick, it'll just like fill it in with like something. That's what the AI is doing.
Exist 5 years ago.
It's like the AI is having a little bit of a hallucination and it's like dyslexic right there.
And you can imagine that this is only going to increase the easier and easier it gets. When you can just pull out your phone and tell ChatGPT, make me a YouTube channel about upcoming concept cars, release 3 videos a day, optimize the titles and the content based on what gets the most views, and make sure that it keeps growing. Actually, make me 1,000 YouTube channels that do that.
Oh, infinite money glitch. I gotta do that, dude.
Why not? Like, why wouldn't you do that?
Yeah.
It's basically what's already happening. We're just in the earlier stages of it.
Yep. Exploit early, exploit often. Hurry up and get your shit done before they patch this shit out.
There are a bunch of these car channels that we found that actually started out by making these car videos, but then at some point, for some reason, they said, "F it. These car videos aren't getting us enough."
What the What is this? Hobbs and Shaw Part 2? The Insects? Meg 4?
Views. Let's pivot to make fake movie trailers exclusively starring Jason Statham.
Huh?
Whoa, Fast and Furious Hobbs and Shaw 2. What are these?
They're like fake movie trailers.
Dude, sick.
Oh my god, this is like the level. This is bro, what is this one? This one looks like Die Hard or something with like that little hairstyle. The Gambler? Is that even a real movie? Galubas. Stato. Butcher. The Assassins. Angel of Death 2025. The Jason Statham Survivor. Double Cross. English movie. Fast X Part 2. Jason Statham Mutiny. English movie. The Rustler. Jason Statham movie action. Oh my god.
But they're all Jason Statham.
This is just this channel for Jason Statham. Surely there are more channels for Jason Statham, which is just one actor, all right? Surely there are more channels dedicated to other actors, all right?
Meg 4,
We'll dive
2025.
deep into the highly anticipated
But The Rock is in the Meg 4.
starring Jason Statham and Dwayne Johnson.
It's
Get
all
ready for a
Jason
jaw-dropping
He's in his Black Adam outfit.
Statham and
action,
Dwayne.
unexpected twists, and must fight
Like,
both
there's just
human
like
greed
a
and
fucking
nature's
shark
fury.
in
Whose true
every
motive is
shot.
exploited.
In every shot, there's a
Intelligent and
shark
expected.
crested.
With tensions high, betrayal strikes from
A
within.
flying shark.
Dude, this is a lot of Jason Statham. Fast X Part 2, Vin Diesel.
The ultimate burn with high speed.
Rambo got 2.3 thousand.
Rambo
Second
0.
Assassin got 2,000.
But then look at the car ones.
Car ones were getting 71, 38, 172. So they pivoted to get more views. Okay, Jason Statham's not doing too good no more. F it. Fake Denzel Washington motivational speeches. Let them miss you. How to emotionally detach someone. Just listen when life break you. These are all self-help speeches with Denzel Washington in the thumbnail.
Damn.
Hear me clearly, this isn't about pretending the pain doesn't exist or that the struggle isn't real. It's about deciding that no situation, no person, no setback will control how you move forward. It's about controlling how you let external forces influence your inner world.
Is this real though?
No.
Life is full of situations designed to shake you, but your power lies in deciding how you respond.
Actually,
Bro, honestly, like every motivational speech ever probably sounds like some bullshit that I just listened to, which is hilarious to think about.
that fake this lady Brene Brown motivational speeches. The woman who bears her pain alone.
There's a profound silence that follows unspoken pain. A silence many women carry as they navigate a world that often misunderstands or overlooks their struggles.
Dude, this is diabolical. It is one thing to trick boomers into caring.
It's about time. I predict this car will be best-selling car in history. Bro, are we even examining if this is like an AI comment?
Caring about cars, it is an entirely different thing to be like people are in a lot of pain and people want like motivational shit to like get them through. They want like self-help shit. Like let's have AI make a fake one of that.
Self-help slop.
Self-help slop, dude. Yuck, bro. Now, it's extremely easy to tell when a car video is fake. But Denzel Washington gave a commencement speech that went really viral a couple years ago. So it's easy to assume that this is just him dropping wisdom in some other commencement speech for some other college. Or maybe he's just talking in a long-form interview for some actor interview show that lives on some other YouTube channel. Or Brene Brown makes her living writing self-help books that give people advice.
Oh, Jesus. See, these guys that are doing all this motivational speaking were doing this AI bullshit before it got popular through writing books and dumb shit.
Even if you're a big fan of Brene Brown's books, there's a good chance that you don't even know what her voice sounds like. So you
I don't even know who that is.
just see Brene Brown title and you're like, oh, I've heard of this woman. And then you put it on when you're cleaning your house or something. It's not necessarily easy to tell that this stuff is fake, especially when most self-help stuff just sounds like a fever dream anyway. What you have to do is stop standing in the way of your truth. You have to actualize the investigation into your own mind's eye because your youthful self is giving in to the future you that has been bestowed to you by generations of ancestors. Like self-help stuff for the most part
Oh
is
my
a pretty
God.
easy thing to like just fake. I just did it.
Yeah. To see so much your character. 182K. Oh my God. Yeah, endless growth. Bro, how funny would it be if it's just like one guy behind all this?
And if you check the comments of some of these self-help videos, there is almost no mention of AI. A test of character is also doing the right thing even when the majority is not. Thank you. We need the repetition now more than ever. It makes me miss my parents.
But then again, you don't even know if that's a real comment or if that's a bot comment.
I mean, but like honestly, man, I like it. You can make fun of the car people, but these people are connecting to it on like a really honest level. They're in a vulnerable position, which is why they're seeking any sort of clarity or solace on the internet. And then they stumble upon this, which is very convincing, and they're really having a connection with this fake thing. It's saying potentially fake and fake damaging stuff. And these people are being told how to live by something who doesn't know how to be human.
Love this.
Okay. So here's the thing. the crux of the art, well, not the crux, but like one thing about this argument is like, oh, all these people are liking this like fake thing or whatever. Okay, what about all the dudes that are, well, not just dudes, it's probably a little bit from like both men and women. What about all the dudes that are buying up all those sex dolls or whatever because they just don't want to bother with dealing with like an actual other person? I mean, I could like break this argument down to like such a granular level of, oh, why are you buying sex toys? Why are you masturbating? Why not just go talk to like another person? It's like, yeah, I mean, it's like a couple degrees of separation, but the rightness of the or the wrongness of it, I don't know. It's because like a part of me is just like, oh, how do I say? A part of me is just like, oh, this person is just cranking out a ton of content until something bites, right? But well, shit, I don't even know. It's just, I'm so confused with all of this.
You hit everything right on the head.
No, it didn't.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, dude, this is really scary.
Thanks, Brene. You are so welcome.
No, dude. Thank you kindly for this. All so true. Bless your precious heart. It doesn't have a heart. It's got a CPU. That's dude.
This has 182,000 views.
Mm-hmm.
No, dude. There is zero intention behind the words. These channels and the people behind them do not care about content or the.
No, they don't. They probably just want views. But like you asked, like, oh, why did you make your YouTube channel? Well, you could just be like, well, I just want to make it to like educate people about something, or I just want to make them laugh. I just want to entertain, or whatever. Maybe the person that's behind this is doing the same thing with the same reasoning. It's just he's going about it differently. But I don't know.
People that are watching the videos, they're just trying to get more views, the most money. And while I don't agree with them, I understand how they can justify it to themselves. They're technically not hurting anyone, right? It's not that illegal. And culturally, more than ever, I think that there's a focus on results. It doesn't matter how you get it, as long as you get it.
Oh yeah, I mean, that is a good point, bringing up the goal-oriented American culture versus like, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey and all that jazz. It's like either put up or shut up type of vibe. Yeah, the people that are just doing like the AI channels, I don't really think they care about the morality of it. I don't. They're just like churning them out. Oh, one YouTube channel isn't being successful. Well, I got like 30 more. Maybe one of those will bite.
And I think that that's a really dangerous sentiment for the majority of people to have when we're standing at a human crossroads like this. Why? Why not? There's no guardrails against it.
Yeah.
It's not illegal.
Well, the only guardrail that we have is the YouTube algorithm. Like, there's no, what do you call it? Like, external guardrail, like, stopping these people from doing this. The only guardrail that there is like people being smart enough to identify it as AI slop and then just avoiding it. And then isn't there like an avoid channel button or something, like report caption spam? child abuse, misinformation, harassment, bullying. Yeah, there's not even like there's no circle where it's like AI slop bullshit. There's no circle like that, or there's no option. I think.
We're just taking advantage of the system. The tools are there. Why won't?
Oh, wait. Yes, wait. Yes, I think there is. There is a. So like if I hit YouTube, I can just be like, where'd those dots go? Like, not interested, don't recommend channel, or report. So there are some, what do you call it? There are some guardrails, but I don't really know how many people actually interact with this stuff.
When I use them. Social Blade estimates that this channel makes between $1,000 and $13,000 a year. So
multiply that by like 50 channels, and then you're killing it, dude.
That's not a ton, okay? But this person probably has 10 or 100 of these slop channels going.
Yeah.
The incentives are there. This part is the ad. I can't imagine a better sponsor for this video. Now, this exact dynamic that I'm talking about in this video is playing out in the actual news cycle too.
Bro, what is worse? Watching AI well, because I'm thinking, what if like the person that's in charge of like all those YouTube channels gets like a random sponsorship deal? Would they be incentivized to like take it, or would they be incentivized to just not do it because they're already making enough money through like their 30 whatever AI channels? So like everybody is kind of like on the same side of like, oh, I don't really want to watch ads or commercials, blah, blah, blah. Okay. If that's the case, then I don't want to watch like ads. Then I'm trying to think. Then you just have like a growing massive amount of just AI stuff to watch. So it's either ads or AI, and it's just like a wave like pushing back and forth. I'm just like, are these like channels gonna turn down sponsorships?
If this seems like a big problem, that's because it is. And one company that's doing something about it is today.
Well, problem for who though? Problem for me in terms of getting just like recommended these channels. Well, if I get recommended a channel, I mean, I'm just gonna simply like avoid it or don't recommend channel or whatever. But like this is me as like a 35-year-old dude that knows that option exists. I don't know if some of these channels are made for like kids even. What if some of these AI channels are made doing like kid content? Oh, that's where it can get a little.
They sponsor Ground News. It's a site and an app that pulls together news stories from across the political spectrum, shows you everybody, and shows you exactly how different outlets are framing the same thing. So take this story, for example. Trump announces 25% tariffs on all cars not made in the United States. Now, on Ground News, you can see over 600 outlets are covering it, but depending on the source, it's either telling you that it's Trump's strategy to revive the US auto industry, or that you're gonna have to pay more for a new car starting next week. And here's the thing, there's truth in both of those angles. But if you only see one, you're in a bubble. You can see factuality charts and trace the ownership of each source. They also have this feature called the blind spot feed. It shows you stories that are only being covered by one political side. Like how Bill Gates is predicting AI will replace many doctors and teachers. Some outlets ran that hard.
Oh, okay, so I didn't even know about that article. So what are like some of the big boy jobs that people generally go to college for? And I'm just like ranting off on like a side tangent right now. Doctor, okay, people go to college for doctor, okay, great. What about lawyer? Okay. Yeah, that's a hard job. What does a lawyer do? Well, they're supposed to know all the rules of their certain industry or whatever. And they're supposed to convince or persuade an audience of people that this is right or wrong. My person I'm defending is innocent or guilty. Bro, AI is already going to be able to do that better than a lawyer. Are you kidding me?
Their outlets didn't mention it at all. This is not about...
Bro, I cannot wait until we have like the first court case where like the dude is like, well, not just dude, but like the person is just going to be like, I'm going to represent myself. And then he's just going to read a script generated from like Chat GPT. That's going to be insane. Like the first court case or Supreme Court or at whatever level, the first court case where the person doesn't hire a lawyer and they simply use Chat GPT or some AI to like defend themselves and persuade a panel of people that they did it or didn't do it. Oh my God, that's going to be sick.
Picking a side. This is about not being a cog in the algorithm machine. So if you're tired of feeling manipulated by your news feed, aka your algorithm, check out Ground News. Go to ground.news/speed, scan the QR code or hit the link below. You'll get 40% off the Vantage plan, which works out to like $5 a month. It's the one that we use for unlimited access. Ground News is independently owned and subscriber funded. And you know that we are fans of independently owned things around here. I respect the service that they're doing, so go check them out. More than 1 million people have already downloaded the Ground News app. Know where your news comes from, dude. This is obviously not limited to car channels. It's happening in absolutely every niche. It also isn't limited to YouTube either. AI has led to a massive spike
AI is transforming peer review, and many scientists are worried.
in research papers.
Chatbots have thoroughly infiltrated scientific publishing. Oh, yeah.
Some of these are real. Some are totally fake. Science kind of exists around this idea that you do a bunch of research, you write a thing, you hand all that stuff off to someone as smart or almost as smart as you, and they like check your work. The problem is a lot of people aren't just using AI to write the shit, they're using it to check the shit.
Yeah.
Which I honestly kind of understand. I think I would be a lot more inclined to be like, I don't use AI to write my paper, but I'm going to use AI to read Chad's paper. And I'm sure most scientists are playing by the rules, but it just doesn't.
And that's it right there. That's it. That's the whole point. People are only playing by the rules in every sense. That's it. People are only going to do whatever the rules allow them. Because I think in general, most people are, like they want to do good. They don't want to do like bad things. But if someone can convince themselves that the thing they're doing is good, aka I'm just playing by the rules. The rules dictate my behavior. That is what is going to happen.
Doesn't take a lot to muddy the water, and some things slip through. And if that's getting through peer reviews and into actual academic literature, and then once something is published, even if it's nonsense, it starts getting cited, and before you know it, an entire field of study could be based on a pile of AI-generated bullshit. It's a game of telephone, but instead of kids whispering words into each other's ears, it's Chat GPT hallucinating data.
Yeah.
And then scientists unknowingly treating it as fact, because that's the whole fucking idea, is like once it's published, you don't have to do it again. It was already reviewed, and we agree that it's real. It's real in here. It might not be. And that is the problem. Because AI doesn't know anything. It just predicts the next most likely word in a sentence based on what it's been trained on. So when it generates a research paper, it's not researching anything. It's just remixing patterns of words from other papers, which might already be AI generated, which might already be citing other AI generated nonsense.
And it's just one big circle.
A straight up slot chain.
Oh boy. So how do we stop it?
Now, I know that there's new models that think more and use logic. I still don't want it talking about how my lungs work when it comes to my cells and what is true about them. There are academic journals right now.
Oh my God, what was that? Let me see.
Cells and what is true about them. There are
It's GPT fabricated scientific papers on Google Scholar. Key features, spread, and implications for preempting evidence manipulation.
Academic journals right now struggling to filter out fake.
Are fake science papers becoming a danger, not just a nuisance?
Fake AI papers. There are lawsuits over AI generated.
Lawyers sanctioned for citing AI generated fake cases. Oh my God. And then you can't even know if these guys are being truthful or not, because their defense is going to be like either yeah, we knew they were AI generated fake cases, yeah, or they're just going to be like, well, we didn't know they were AI generated fake cases. We just saw the paper and we just thought it was real.
Legal citations that don't.
Lawyers in Walmart lawsuit admit AI hallucinated case citations. That's the out. If somebody makes a mistake, like over a real thing, they're just going to claim it as it was an AI hallucinated thing. Oh my God. Case citations. That's the excuse. That's the escape rope when the Walmart lawyers fuck up in a case. Yeah, it was an AI hallucinated thing. Oh my God.
Exist. It's a really big deal. And as time goes on and this develops at a faster and faster pace,
it's just gonna be even more hard to discern what's real and what's fake.
And more of the content that we consume isn't coming from humans at all, but from AI just regurgitating patterns back at us. And more, the things watching the AI generated crap aren't us. It's other AIs reinforcing and architecting this new weird algorithm.
What are AI and social media doing to us?
Algorithm based on zero human input. And honestly, we are very, very deep into this. And no government wants to slow down because every administration is looking at AI the way that we looked at.
Thank God for the atomic bomb.
Nukes in the 50s. If we don't develop it first, then somebody else will.
Yeah.
And the person or country or company that figures it out first will be in charge. The difference is that...
I mean, and shit, even if you're like a real YouTuber, and I know, it's like, I wouldn't even be surprised if people are using AI to just generate scripts to just read for videos. AI, examine the latest gaming news over the last like 2 days. It give me a highlighted, notarized script to read in a YouTube format, and I will recite that, you know, like myself. So it's like, oh my God.
A nuke's power is that they weren't used. But I got AI on my phone, and I got AI.
Yeah, but I don't got a nuke in my backyard.
On my TV, and I have AI in my car and on my thermostat and on my fridge. We can't escape AI, so that just means more acceleration, more noise, more chaos, less truth. That's why everything feels weird right now. No one knows what's real. Everyone's operating on different sets of facts, and the entire internet is slowly turning into an infinite loop of AI generated sludge feeding back into itself. This is how you break a society. When no one can agree on what's real, everything becomes nonsense.
Oh, yeah.
And no one can communicate anymore. But there is actually a way to fix this. And fortunately, it's free. And
oh, what? Just put the phone down. Just put the social media down. Just get off the internet.
Simple.
Go touch grass.
Get off the internet.
Yep.
Unplug. Get off your phone. Go outside. Or at the very least, get aggressive about what you consume. Delete anything algorithm based except for our YouTube channel. Obviously.
Yeah, stay with Speed. You like make a whole nother YouTube channel and just go subscribe to Speed.
You know about this. But honestly, dude, the more that we limit our exposures to the sludge, the saner we're going to feel. And 2, give a shit if something is made by a real person.
Okay, this argument of if it's made by a person, it's worth more than something that was made entirely by a machine. This is a very weird argument. I mean, I get where he's going with it. If it was made by a real person, then it's just better. But like, we don't really like every other aspect of our life, we don't really operate like that in our decision making. Like, yeah, this phone is made by, like, the parts and stuff are made by like a person, but there's probably like a good amount of like parts and pieces that were just like machine made or whatever. Or like a bottle of water. Almost every aspect of this bottle of water is made by a machine. Or a lot of stuff in general is just made by machines, dude. It's to only limit yourself to only human made things. I mean, I don't know. I need more convincing because, like, I want to agree in that you should consume only human made stuff, but what are humans doing? Humans are leaning on AI more and more.
You're going to have to look harder and harder to find it. So
and ideally you want a more educated consumer base, but is the consumer base for your favorite thing getting more educated?
Have to really want it. Don't have it fed to you by an algorithm.
I mean, essentially we're talking about paths and paths of least resistance. You're telling me I want to take the harder path, the harder resistance path to consume my consuming a media thing versus like the easier path of just eating a dick salad? Well, that's easier. I'm going to go do that thing.
If something isn't serving you, don't f***ing do it. And all of the convenience that all of this is based on is manufactured. You got plenty of time in the day, Jack.
Mm-hmm.
And I think like all of this goes back to my thought about like, what's the point? I think people are just like missing the point. The whole.
This is like another video I have watched recently where like we're just gonna go get philosophical, which is fine. I love doing it. But anytime you get philosophical, your concepts of like right and wrong, you just it's just like I don't really know. I don't know what the right decision is. Do I like eating the AI slop, or do I try to go find some more human-made stuff? But if I do that, well, then I have to examine every other aspect in my life, and it's like, well, why would I only apply that to this thing in my life where every other part of my life I don't? It's weird. It's hard.
The point of any of this is to have like a decent life.
I think this concept overall is pretty depressing and kind of dystopian, and I find myself thinking a lot like, it's like, God damn it, dude, why do I gotta live now? But
Yeah.
now is our time, and you got no choice, and you're in the moment.
Mhm.
This is part of history, so all we can do and all we've ever done is make the fucking best of it. So I'm here, and Jesse's here, and Zach Redpath is here, and SR is here, and we're gonna do whatever we can to make the fucking best of it. And all we ask from you guys is to try and make the best of it with us. Thank you guys for rocking with us. I hope you continue to rock with us. Fucking dude, let's kill some Terminators, huh? All right. I love you guys.
Dang. I didn't know about all those like AI car channels. That's actually kind of funny. But yeah. We're gonna see what happens. I mean, as far as like guardrails on social media, I mean, if you can identify, well, we're not even applying this. We're just applying this to like objects. Like, and this is like a whole nother industry I forgot about. What about the whole like industry of like fake girlfriends, fake AI girlfriends, or fake chatbots? I think you touched on that a little, but like, yeah, okay, yep, it's hurt my brain. Okay, yeah, this is another Dubski from Speed. Good stuff, dude. Keep it up. But yeah, I'm just gonna cut it right there. I'll catch you guys on the next one. All right, later.